Yo, what's up? Uncle Seal back for another video, and today we're going to look at some LC replays. I played for LC Spring Seasonal Round 2 versus SHEFF. Now, I didn't post Round 1 because I didn't play too well. I beat my opponent 2-0, and yeah, I don't think it was too good of a game because I didn't play too well, to be honest. But today we're up versus SHEFF, and this is the best LC series I've probably played in the last, like, 4 months or something. Because, like, this was super fire. My opponent is super good, so we're just going to dive right into it. I'm using this Wingle team that's super cool, and my opponent's using this broken piece of shit. Use two of these niggas. So talking about the LC ban, or LC suspect that's going on right now on Regenerator, I might try to vote just because I think it should definitely stay Regen. I think Regen is a nasty ability, but LC games are fast-paced, which, like in OU, Regen kind of makes it like a boring thing with like Pex and Tangrowth. They just switch in, they switch back out, but in LC the games are super fast paced anyway, so I don't think it matters too much, and I definitely don't think it puts a strain on team building too much. So yeah, I definitely think this should not be banned Regen, but yeah, it looks like the council kind of wanted banned, so I don't know, maybe nice corrupt council, not JK, but let's dive right into this. So he's gonna lead off with Fungus the Broken as I lead off with Onyx. This is not a good matchup for me. I'm just gonna go into my own Fungus as we get some Fungus on Fungus action, but since this team's kind of old, I don't think I have Synthesis on my Fungus, which is gonna hurt later. But I'm just gonna Sludge Bomb, just because it's my only play, basically. So we're gonna go Onyx on the Volibia. The U-turn is pretty obvious, but yeah, I don't really care. Just gonna go into Stardew, which is good. I can go into Chinchou here, and eat up that Skull for breakfast, doing a clean 20. So he's gonna go into Fungus. I think I Volt Switch out. No, I doubled to my own Fungus, predicting, yeah, I guess I covered kind of everything. I covered the Onyx, and I covered that. So this is gonna be a Sludge Bomb war. But I don't have Synthesis on this because I'm bad at this game, and I have like Hidden Power something, Hidden Power Fire or Psychic on this Fungus. So he reveals Synthesis. I'm kind of shook, so I go hard Doduo, because even if he spored me there, I have Early Bird, so I would have woken up in like 1 or 2 turns, so it wouldn't have mattered too much. So he goes on Onyx here as I knock off his item, but it turns out to be Weak Armor of Violet, which kind of sucks for me, because now this piece of shit is in with a boost. So Fungus can come in, but Rock Blast into Boom is gonna kill me, so it's gonna get rid of my Fungus, which is gonna suck. But yeah, I think Earthquake kills me anyway, so he gets rid of my Fungus super early, which kind of sucks. And this is gonna just molest me. So I go to Wingle, and then I realize, wait, I'm super stupid. So I go into Grogan because I thought I outsped for some reason. Then I realized, oh yeah, I'm super stupid. And then here he stays in, which is like, that's like the biggest relief, because this Onyx could honestly like molest this team. The team I'm using is kind of horrible, to be honest. Like, I just clicked it because it looked solid, but yeah, the team definitely got the lead from my builder, because they get smashed by Onyx. So, I mean, there's a Fungus, but it doesn't deal with it too well if they get lucky with Rock Blast hits. So yeah, luckily I do get that play right, so that's super lucky. I mean, not really lucky, because I get the play right. There's nothing lucky about getting a play right, but yeah, just Psychics on my Chinchou to get my juice. So I think I just Volt Switch out. It's my only play. Volt Switch on the Fungus. So now I can switch in my boy Wingle, and Wingle's about to take a life. So I sub predicting the Spore or the Switch, so I do get it right on the Spore, which is going to be super nice, because now I basically get a kill. I knock off first, because I knock off predicting the Marini, but he just stayed in, which is fine, because now I can Hurricane. I don't want to waste my Z move just yet, because I'm Z Fly. But I don't want to waste that just yet, so I just go for the hit, because, yeah, I think that was my best play, just going for the hit. He goes into Vullaby, kind of revealing he has Scarf. Brave Bird's on me, and doesn't put me in Berry Juice range, which kind of sucks. But he goes into Stardew here. There's, like, I just EQ to force him to recover. I mean, I don't even force him to recover. He can still Psychic or anything like that. Yeah, he still Psychics and crits me. But at least Stardew is low now, so he Psychics me again, basically sacking Stardew after Volt Switch. So that's nice. That crit, I think mattered. Pretty sure that crit mattered, but, well, did it matter? I think it mattered. Yeah, I think, sorry, was kind of fat. I think that was defensive, sorry. I think he showed me that that crit mattered. But I get the knockoff here on the Marini. Knock out that Boy's a Violet as the Sludge Bomb comes out, and, so here we get some revenge for the crit, because I knock off instead of Sky Strike, because this was a roll that was like, it was like 12-4 in my favor. It was like heavily in my favor, although he could have poisoned as well. Like, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but I think knocking off the Violet is better than getting damage anyway. So that was heavily in my favor to get that. So yeah, that was kind of revenge for the crit, I guess. So I go on Onyx here as I hit EQ, blows Marini away in one hit. And now Scarf Doduo basically cleans up. So that's game 1, because yeah, he has Scarf Vullaby. It's not going to eat a hit from this nigga Doduo right there. Yeah, Doduo just cleans up with Brave Bird, since Mach Punch doesn't really do that much to Doduo. Even if it is Guzzler, because I did poison it, it does not kill. I think I even just, oh yeah, he Mach Punched, so that's even better, so he just dies to poison here. As I kill him with Vacuum Wave, and then I kill the Vullaby as well. But, yeah, and I just clean up with Scarf Doduo. So I don't think the crit mattered too much. I still had Scarf Doduo in the back, which was basically like molesting anyway. So this was game 1. This game was, I mean, it was a good game, don't get me wrong, but yeah, I was kind of in control the entire game, which was super nice. So let's dive right into the next one, which is this. So let me just play, switch, and reset. So I brought this team. This is a team I really like. It's like some dark spam thing. As the opponent brings this, like, he has this nigga. I don't know what this man does, but yeah, it's like some recycle berry juice shenanigans. So that's super nasty, but I can trap the Marini, because it turns out, like, it's not Iron Defense. Iron Defense is like some tech sets to make sure you don't get trapped, which is, like, I guess, cool. But yeah, let's dive right into this one. So I lit out with Poniard on the Bronzer, which is nice, because this allows me to knock off, which makes sure he can't recycle, and basically renders Bronzer useless for the entire game. And Bronzer's actually, like, a pretty, like, it looks pretty harmless, but it's a pretty nasty wall with Berry Juice Recycle. So it goes on the Timber, as Spritzy is basically my only play. He's just gonna knock off. And I really see, this is a play I regret to this day. I really wanted to knock off there, because his only play was either P-Jab. No, P-Jab wasn't the play. His only play was knock off there on that Spritzy. And because I know he's a good player, so I know he's not hitting a fighting move right there. So my only, like, fuck, my play was knock off. I don't stand by going Spritzy. It's safe, but it's not good. So then I double out on the Marini, I think. I don't even double out on the Marini, so I don't make plays here, which sucks. I mean, this is how I play. When I won game 1, I just play safe, but yeah, it sucks. And then he lays up the T-Spikes here. I get up my rocks as he burns me, which super sucks. And the I don't have removal, because I never use removal, because I'm a cunt. I never use that piece of shit removal. Like, why would you run removal when you can just molest the opponent before? So I knock off the Marini's thing, and I just spam knock off as I think he recovers. And I want him to die so I can trap him, and that's what happens, and I trap the Marini, which is nice. But he still got his T-Spikes, and he killed one of my Pokemon, so Marini's job is kind of done. Goes into Spritzy here. As here, I don't do that here, because I at the end I kind of make, like, some form of misplay, which it didn't really matter. So he lets me knock off the Spritzy, which is a play I don't agree with. I mean, the thing is, Spritzy molests me. As you look at my team is super weak to Spritzy. So I needed to knock him off, because, like, it's super weak to Spritzy if he has a T-Spike up. It's super weak to Spritzy plus T-Spike, right? So I had to knock him off to, I had to sack my Mienfoo to knock the Spritzy off. So I go in a Diglett here, and this is super stupid, because I sub, right? I sub down. And for some reason, I think Z-Dig does way more. I didn't even calc. I always calc shit, but I didn't even calc this. And it only does 70. I thought it did way more. So I just sacked my Diglett for no reason here, which is super nice. So here I just, okay, we'll go back into here. So here we see Spritzy on Spritzy action, and normally this is how I would beat Spritzy. With this team, it seems super weak to Spritzy. But yeah, I would just get some Spritzy on Spritzy action right there. But since he has a T-Spike, this is definitely in his favor to win. So we're just gonna skip ahead as, yeah, he goes into Mudbray. All of these turns, yeah, he goes into Mudbray. As I get the Wish up, and I can just hit that text and get my Spritzy, like, relatively healthy, I guess. But Heavy Slam is still gonna do 10 million, so yeah. And he can also predict the Vullaby to switch in, so this is gonna be super rough. But I'm gonna switch in my Vullaby here, as he, thank God, he Heavy Slams and doesn't Rock Slide, which is gonna be nice for me. But he's gonna switch in his own Vullaby, which it's gonna suck. Like, this game is basically lost, so especially after I did that with the Diglett, which didn't make any sense, because I just thought I lost, and I thought that was my only shot, but could have definitely preserved the Diglett to trap Spritzy later. Yeah, kind of made a misplay there. So yeah, I knock off this man, as I think he knocks me back here. Oh no, okay, he didn't knock me back. I Brave Bird here, and this is just some Vullaby on Vullaby actions, just like Brave Birds, he already knocked me, didn't he? Okay, I don't know, I don't think he knocked me yet, but he should definitely knock me somewhere here. So he's gonna go into Mudbray here, or is he knockless? I don't know what the fuck went down there, but a Brave Bird on the Mudbray switch, and this is rough for me. So I knock him off here, because if he's Juice, otherwise I can literally not win. But if he's a Violet, doesn't really matter though. Heavy Slam doesn't do too much. I Roost back up as he rests Mudbray, which also sucks for me, because yeah, I rest the Violet Mudbray, the goat set. So I'm forced to go into Chinchou, and if he pulls Sleep Talk EQ, I'm fucked. So yeah, I'm just gonna bank on that. So he gets a Heavy Slam. So I'm just basically banking on some form of hacks. So he lets me Scald the Mudbray for whatever reason. I don't get this play. Like, why would you Sleep Talk and stay in and Heavy Slam? Like, I mean, not Heavy Slam, but why would you stay in and risk that? Like, you risk your Mudbray. So I kill his Mudbray, but this is still, yeah, he says goddammit Mudbray in the chat. You know, you guys don't see that, but he says goddammit Mudbray. So he kills my my boy Chinchou there. So Vullaby kind of beats this. I don't know, it doesn't really though. Brave Bird does a shitload. But then Vullaby takes a shitload back as he knocks me off. So I think he's knockless Vullaby. That's the only thing that makes sense. But Mach Punch doesn't kill, which is nice. And I Roost on the Mach Punch like a complete Dawn Father. So that's to keep my Vullaby kind of healthy, or at least out of range of rocks. So that was a complete Dawn Father play. So he goes into Vullaby here. which is a play I don't understand because it allows me to roost up and get some volley on volley action again. So, I mean, yeah, so he reveals in the chat that he has defog, SHEFF's volley is defog, so it's defog, knockoff, roost, Brave Bird. Does that make sense? Yeah, that's 4 moves, okay. I was wondering if I fucked up. So here, I could have just killed him right there, but I want to get healthy. So this is some volley on volley action. But I win because I'm the faster volley in the end. I think I just kill him in, oh, never mind. Now I'm on the, okay. So basically, he was on the offensive spam Brave Bird. Now I'm on the offensive spamming Brave Bird. But because, you take recoil from Brave Bird, like the person who's like, on the offensive keeps taking recoil as the opponent roosts. So, yeah, the opponent who's on the offensive keeps taking recoil. So, like, eventually you're gonna slip down so you're a real one forced to roost. So that was some volley on volley action, but he U-turns out. So, oh yeah, he's knockless, okay. For some reason I said that he was Brave Bird knock, roost volley, yeah, roost defog, yeah, okay. But he is Brave Bird, U-turn, defog, roost. So that's his set. So he U-turns out into Spritzy. So I Brave Bird here, do a great chunk with that crit, and this is, that was a power move moment. So I do a great chunk with that crit, and that's the hacks I was banking on. But he goes into Vullaby, and Vullaby outspeeds me, and I think this was a roll, but I think it was a roll in my favor to live this, but I just crit his Spritzy, so we're not gonna talk about that. We're not gonna complain about him getting a roll that was in my favor, because he's yeah, I don't know. Cause yeah, I don't know in whose favor this roll was. I remember like me being like, oh, I think this game should be won now. But yeah, the Hex Gods at least took some revenge on me. So let's go to game 3. This game is the best out of all 3 of them. As we see that for some reason I'm horrible. Like this is my favorite team to use at the moment in the LC metagame. But this team doesn't have a removal, and this man spams Marini and Bronzor. So that's gonna be very suck. So let's dive right into this one. So we lead off with the Mienfoo as he leads off with the Snivy. So this is going to be nice. So he's forced out into Vullaby as a U-turn out, because that could be Scarf and just fuck the Snivy up for a clean 60 damage. So he turns out to be weak armor. But I just have my Spritzy, so we're good. Forcing him out into Marini as I think it's just attack. Which is a play I don't stand by. But I didn't want to pull a double into Diglett already. I didn't want to go hard Abra either. I don't know, I just wasn't feeling those plays, because if it was fast U-turn Vullaby, he could have just U-turned out and just do a little bit of chip damage to Spritzy, which was his play. So then if I went Abra or Diglett, I just got punished. So I think just like staying in and Moon Blessing was my play there. So I pull a double to Ferocity on the Sledge Bomb. This is actually Life Orb Abra, so this actually like fucks up Marini in one hit. That's gonna be nice. So he Scalds me here, doesn't do any damage, but he does burn me on the first try, which sucks. But I knock off the Marini, so this Marini is going to be susceptible to all kinds of attacks now. He Scalds me again, as I think I just get up my Roxy. I'm just going to get up my Hazard here. As he Scalds me again, like his Marini is not doing any form of damage to me. As I T-Wave the Marini, like crippling it even more, because fuck Marini, this monster's too broken. So I'm going to Abra on the Para. Yeah, it didn't really matter, because Scald doesn't do too much, it was like 40 to Abra, I think, 40-30. So since I'm sub Life Orb, it doesn't really matter. So I sub once, and then I realized that he was just gonna sack his Marini and not let me get a sub. So I just Psychic there and get the kill. I'm forced out by a potential Scarf Mienfoo here, forced out into my own Mienfoo, which does take the poison, but I don't have removal anyway, so Mienfoo is gonna get poisoned at some point, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm bluffing Scarf Mienfoo this entire game. Now I'm just gonna bluff Scarf Mienfoo this entire game. While I'm actually a Violite, so that's good. That is gonna be the expert bluff. It's gonna come in handy here. So Moonblast actually does a fair chunk to Ferocity, to be honest. Like that's 20 for a resisted hit for a Ferocity, but I mean I don't have Berry Juice, so I guess it makes sense. Try to T-Wave the Spritzy, which would have been nice. T-Wave actually hits his entire team for nasty. Like it just cripples his entire team. So he goes hard Snivy, which is gonna be nice, because Snivy is actually a pretty big threat. So I just knock off that boy's a Violite as I get the full para, which is gonna be nice and lucky. But he doesn't have HP Fire anyway because of the way LC works if a Snivy were to use HP Fire. So basically, yeah, okay. So I'm going to talk about that first. If Snivy uses HP Fire, he loses 1 speed point, and in LC, like, because they're all level 5, they all have like 16 speed, 17 speed, 18 speed. So the speed is like very, like 1 speed point matters a lot. So they don't run HP Fire, they run HP Ice for flying types. So they run like HP Ice Glare, some shit like that. So here, basically, I was trying to bluff, but I give up the bluff to go hard Mienfoo and eat that shit up. So he's forced out. the best part is the spectators still think I'm Scarf for some reason, but yeah, that's kind of funny. Yeah, because I just gave up the bluff to go hard into it like a Violet. Because, like, Scarf would have gotten fucked up. So he reveals Sky Strike Vullaby and absolutely obliterates my Spritzy with the crit, which sucks so much. So I go into my Mienfoo, and fake him out. So, here, people still think I'm Scarf, even though I reveal Fake Out. Well, this is a set Star did use, Scarf Fake Out, to deal with Shelter a bit better, but it's still kind of an unset. So these people... see, these people say, what, are you Scarfoo? Oh, this even my opponent, like, miscalculated that, or didn't calculate. See, I say Fake Out Scarf the Star Master Special. Why? For that exact situation. So yeah, that's... I mean, people still think I'm Scarf for some reason, which is a miscalculation on their part. So I go into Ferroseed as I let him get up Stealth Rocks. As Pyro is going to cripple anything, so I know he's going to go Snivy, as I might... yeah, I just knock off, which doesn't do shit to Snivy. And Mienfoo gets molested as well. Oh, never mind. Okay, it didn't take into account regen. But I go into it just to eat another Leaf Storm, but he gets full power, which is going to be nice for me, because I can just kill him with a U-turn there. So, he says in the chat, low-key Bronzor a win-con right now, and I must agree with that. Bronzor is low-key a win-con. So I just go into Shelter because it's the least valuable member of my team at the moment, because Bronzor just eats his ass because I don't have Liquidation. So yeah, this doesn't matter. I'm just going to Icicle Spear, and this Icicle Spear is heavily calculated. So this Icicle Spear just chips away at the Bronzor, but doesn't put him in Berry Juice range. This is an expertly calculated move. So he just Psychics here, as I think I just I Shell Smash. I could have just Ice Shard as well, just to do a bit more chip. But yeah, I just Shell Smash to make sure I don't put him in Berry Juice range. So I go into Ferroseed here. Just to fire off a T-Wave on anything, I think I just fire off this easy T-Wave. Yeah, easy T-Wave on everything. This is the way I play LC, just T-Wave on anything. But I just knock off the Spritzy here so I can trap it with Diglett. So Abra has a better time versus Spritzy, because Spritzy was actually still a threat, so that knockoff is going to help me, but he couldn't really let anything else get knocked off, so I get his play. So I go hard Diglett here, which it works on the para right there. But yeah, I guess it was kind of a misplay because Diglett actually dies in one. But if Diglett died, I could have went Abra. But he tried to protect, like he teched. He teched it on Tectonic Rage, which was a good play, and he got me there, but it didn't really matter too much. So he goes into Mienfoo, as I think I just sack off my Diglett on the HJK right there. So, and here I go into Mienfoo, and here I win the game, because his HJK doesn't kill me, and I can knock off, and if I knock his, if I knock this thing off, then Abra can come in and revenge kill it and get a kill. Yeah, that's how it works. And if he goes Bronzor on the knockoff, he gets molested as well, because he loses his thing, so then he loses to Abra as well. So it doesn't really matter what he does here. But he goes hard Bronzor on the knockoff, as I quote-unquote outskill him. So, yeah, I knock off his Berry Juice, so he can't recycle that shit, and I can knock off again. So, yeah, that was my only play, knockoff right there. So he goes into Mienfoo, and even if, like at that range, I think this game was played like so long ago. I don't remember everything, but I think HP Fire from there killed, like Life Orb HP Fire from Abra killed from that range. Cause it's kind of a cool set, Life Orb HP Fire, so you can like lure Ferroseeds in. Cause Ferroseed normally beats Abra because they run HP Fighting for Pawniard. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of a cool set right there. So I'm gonna Ferroseed, and yeah, he HJKs, which doesn't matter because I just switch out to get a bit of regen, get a bit of that juice, get a bit of that regen. So I can just knock him off and then kill him with Abra, so that's gonna be nice. So knock off Mienfoo coming in clutch, and this is why I think regen shouldn't be banned, because this was super fun and regen definitely made this better. So don't ban regen, don't ban Mienfoo, please. Don't ban this man. I love Mienfoo, he's super cute. Look at him, super cute. So yeah, I don't want regen ban. So I might even spend all of my hours that I should spend in actual things that matter in life. But I might spend all of my hours into Pokemon and grinding on the LC ladder and trying to get those Rex to overthrow the Corrupt Council and unban Regenerator. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I kind of stumbled a bit. I'm kind of tired, to be honest. It's not even that late, but I'm kind of tired. But yeah, I need to get out some content. And if for the people who don't like LC, I didn't even say this at the start. And if you don't like LC, you probably didn't even get this far into the video. So, I mean, that's kind of a big mistake. But yeah, if you don't like LC, or if you want some other content, don't worry. I'm going to record a Showdown OU live probably. I'm going to try to get someone in call. Just to make it like a duo Showdown live or something with a new team I built. And I will be playing for Regional Tour soon, I hope, if my opponent responds. And yeah, that's basically it. I don't really have... oh yeah, and the next video is probably going to be another LC Showcase, because people are begging me for it. People are going to be like, oh, when are you going to do an LC Showcase? My man Mashu, if you're watching this, I'm not going to do Cranidos next. Fuck you. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video.